Hello YouTube, Epic Violin Guy here with your first Ti-83 basic tutorial. Let me make sure that my screen recorder is working. Yeah, it looks like it. So, without further ado, let's I'll move this to the back. Alright, there we go. Alright, go ahead and break out your Ti-83 calculator or something of this sort. If you don't have one, then I wouldn't suggest going out and buying one because it's really expensive and it's kind of meaningless to go out and buy this really expensive calculator just to learn how to program stuff on it. But if you already have one, then I would suggest learning how to do this because this is really cool. If you don't have one, then I would suggest going online and finding what's known as an emulator, which is kind of like, it looks like this, but you can interact with it through your web browser. It's kind of cool, and I think you can still program on it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So, if you have one, go ahead and break it out. Go ahead and turn it on, and press this button right here next to the blue Apps button that says PRGM for program. Go ahead and hit that. And what you're going to see is something like this. EXEC for execute, EDIT for edit, and NEW for new. What you're going to want to go ahead and do is press this right arrow key and arrow over to this new tab and hit enter right here. So then when you do that, you're going to see this. You're going to see 1 colon create new, or no ellipse after that. What you're going to go ahead and do is highlight 1, or I think it's already highlighted. Yeah, it's already highlighted. Go ahead and press enter, and that'll go ahead and put you into this screen. It says program and name equals, followed by an A that's flashing. And what you're going to go ahead and do is, I'm going to go ahead and open this. It's kind of fuzzy. Well, if you look on your calculator, you'll see that there's these little bluish letters that correspond to, they tell you which button to press to get that letter. And since this A thing means that your alpha is already on, or if you press those buttons you'll get the letters, go ahead and use those letters and type in the name of your program. I usually go ahead and put test, and then press enter right here. And if you do that, just a second, it's going to look something like this. Like this. So this colon right here is the very beginning of your source code. And what this is it's kind of like a script, like in movies where actors read off of their scripts to know what to do and what to say. Your calculator does the same thing. It goes line by line and reads what it needs to do and does that. So if you go ahead and exit out of this or press second mode to quit, you're going to go to your regular screen and then hit program again. And just a second. And you're going to go ahead and get to this execute edit new menu. And under execute, which you're already under, go ahead and hit enter if that's the only program under there. And what you'll see is this. And go ahead and press enter again. And this is what's going to happen. And that's the entire program. So this is sort of a program, but it doesn't really do anything. It just enters the program and immediately exits out of it. And this done thing signifies that your program is complete. It's gone through all of the source code. me just check on the time. How long is this? Oh, awesome. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make the program actually do something. So, go ahead and press program again, and you're going to see this again. And let's see. You're going to see something like this. So what you're going to go ahead and do is press this button and arrow over to edit, and this thing will be highlighted, and then press enter again, and you'll be put back into this screen. So now it's time to actually put some code into this program. So in order to do this, the program has, or the calculator has some built-in commands to help you with your programming, because you can't type in all the code by yourself. That would take forever with all these little letters. So the first thing when anyone learns a computer programming language is to output text. More specifically, how to output hello world. Because as my computer science teacher told me, if you can make your computer say hello world, then you can do anything. So, in order to do that, you have to use a built-in command called display, or disp for short. So while you're in this screen, go ahead and press the program button again. And let's see, let me catch up with you guys. What I have right now is I have my my calculator right next to the computer while I'm doing this. So let's see. Alright, so you'll see CTL, IO, and execute. So this is control, I think. Go ahead and post in the comments if you know what this means, because I'm just guessing. Input, output, and execute. So you're going to be under this control thing, and you'll see all these different commands and stuff, like 1, 2, and you'll have all this stuff afterwards, like if, then, and so on. So you're going to go ahead and press this button and arrow over to IO, and then choose the third command, which is disp. So you're under IO. The third command is disp. Go ahead and arrow down to this so that 3 is highlighted, and then press enter, and then you're going to be put back into the screen. And disp will already be on there. Let me go ahead and do that on my calculator. Alright. And there's going to be a little space afterwards. So it's saying, okay, display, and that's it. So you got to tell it what to display. So in order to do that, what you can do is you can use these letters on top of the buttons, but if you just start typing stuff, I mean, what it's going to do is it's going, oh, well, see, I'm stuttering a lot. Anyway, what each one of these letters are temporary variables that hold numbers. But if you just want the letters, like if you want to spell out words, then you have to tell it that. You want to put these letters into what's known as a string, or a group or cluster of characters that are just outputted as they are. So in order to tell the calculator that it's a string, you're going to go ahead and press alpha and plus, which makes these little quotes, like that. And now anything after the quotes is going to be a string. So after this, go ahead and press second alpha to lock the alpha so you can just type stuff. And then go ahead and press HELLO world. And on the calculator, that's going to be the caret for H, sign for E, close parenthesis for L, and keep in mind that you're doing second alpha. I don't want the actual symbols. These are the buttons that these letters are found on. So W is minus, O is 7, R is times, and D is inverse, or x to the minus 1. So, and then put a close quote, or you don't have to actually. The interesting thing about Ti-83 Basic is that you don't actually have to close your parentheses, which is very different from other programming languages, or your quotes, sorry, I think I said parentheses. You don't have to close your parentheses either, actually, because when it encounters the end of the program or another colon, it's telling the computer, okay, that's the end of that line, go ahead and go on to the next one. And so it ties up any loose ends that you've left. And so this is your entire program. So go ahead and press second mode to quit. Go ahead and press program again, and then arrow over to the right to where it says, or actually stay under execute, and go ahead and arrow down to test so that it's selected. Go ahead and press enter, and this is what you'll see. Test, and then press enter again to actually make the program go, and this is what you'll see. Or something like that. So you've successfully created a program that outputs text. So what you can do is you can go back into your program and change the text to whatever the heck you want it to be. Like for instance, press program again. Now, to get back to your program, it's really simple. Just press PRGM again, and then you'll see execute edit new again. Press right, go down to test, and then press enter, and you're going to be put into that source code mode again. Like that. So, and then if you press enter, it'll automatically make another colon. Now, one more thing before we wrap up this tutorial. Let me see how much time. Oh, wow, I'm way over. Okay, so one more thing, a little shortcut that I've found out. If you go to Program, arrow over to I/O, and arrow down to Output, press Enter, you'll see this. And a thing that you can do is this: 1, 1, open quote. And what that'll do is it'll erase the done after your program. That's a little hack, I guess, to erasing that done if it's annoying you. But thank you for watching. This is Epic Violin Guy signing off. I guess that'll be my new thing, I guess. I talked about that in my unicycle vlog. I might, if I can figure it out, I'll put a link in the description to my other vlog, or I might put an annotation of some sort. But thank you for watching. Later.